This is how...
What are my orders?
Hey, what's up, man? I just saw a Tectone speech. Speech? What was he, running for president? What's... Speech, what speech? About the reward? Oh, okay. Well, wasn't that like quite a few days ago already? I didn't really, I keep seeing clips of him like from other creators. Like there's no audio though. So like I just know that from other creators, I just know that Tectone had something to say about it, but I don't really know what he said about it. Hey, what's up, Karn? Is that RN? Oh, it is RN, yeah. Okay. Karn, what's up, Karn? Did you get the bird? Not yet. Oh, there. I haven't, I am like 90% sure about it already. But I'm sort of, holding off, at least for now. I haven't, like, I don't know her kit yet. I haven't tested her out. I haven't done anything yet. But I will take a look at her kit a bit more closely today. But first I gotta do daily stuff. Oh dear. Wait a moment. Well, that was a mistake. I did my dailies before I yeah, I did my dailies already. Oh, cool. They did do what they said they would, where they would give you like a red dot for this. They didn't used to do that. He's sending a message to the Chinese players. I'm skipping the bird. There's a lot of good things that I think are coming.
There is still Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing to...
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are coming soon, and I mean, like, I don't know that for a fact. I'm sort of just going by gut feeling. I don't know. I just have this feeling that a lot of exciting things are coming. And when I say exciting, I'm not talking about like every patch there's gonna be like a new Nivelet, or there's gonna be a new Raiden Shogun, a new Nahida that'll shake up the meta and like buff a ton of characters that weren't usable back then, etc. I'm not saying that like that way. I'm saying like, for example, recently they've been releasing characters whose kits are how do I put it? Like, let's start with Furina. So Furina, for example, has made so many characters. Well, not that many characters, but like so many, quite a few characters, a lot better. some characters became usable because of Farina, whereas before they were just completely unusable. And some okay characters, some barely usable characters, became okay. They became okay, right? In Noelle's case, she's a 4-star, right? She's a day 1 4-star that everybody gets for free as long as they do their beginner wishes. And they somehow made her she was already decent from back then, right? And then they did the whole like power creeping floor 12 of Abyss. They kept increasing the total amount of HP on the enemies that are in floor 12 of Abyss, and then her numbers just weren't good enough. And with Farina, right? So it's not only just Farina's damage buff that did that to Noelle, but also like the fact that Noelle's a healer as well. It just fits so perfectly that her damage gets boosted, but at the same time, another part of her kit is also not just niche anymore. It actually, is part of the whole like team like synergy. Hey, what's up, Hakuna Matata? How you doing, man? And it's similar, at least as far as I know. I haven't looked at her kit yet. I haven't gone into the trial run and looked at like the actual wording of her talents and passives yet. But I'll look in a moment. I just have dailies to do. This is from yesterday, and I have to do all of them in about an hour and a half, because the Thursday, no, sorry, not Thursday, the Wednesday daily server reset is about to happen in an hour and a half from now. So these are from yesterday's dailies. And with Xianyun, at least as far as I know, from the rumors, I know she's already out, but my information is still out of date. I haven't looked at her, like I said. From as far as I know, she allows you to plunge, and she buffs plunges. So now, depending on how big that buff is, that could be either just a way to revitalize some of the old characters that you used to like but don't really like anymore because you've been playing them like since ancient times and you're just tired of them, right? Maybe it's just a way to give you like a new way to play old characters. Or if the buff is big enough and if the healing is good enough, and she might synergize well with Farina as well, on top of giving you a new way to play old characters, and at the same time might be a buff to certain teams.
Shine down. Time to shine. Go ahead. Let's light it up.
I was at 73 pity with 50-50. Oh, that's a long message. I'm in combat. I can't read that. I wanted Animal Girl, but I also hope to get Mona if I lose 50-50. Help me decide one thing. What is it, man? Skip Bird Mommy, but she's cool and opens new doors, but Nahida is much more game-changing. That is true. That is absolutely true. Yeah, Nahida is definitely a lot more game-changing, and I think now I don't mind content creators, like doing like clickbait or making it seem a lot more attractive, like to get people riled up, to get people hyped up, while watching their video, to make people make people think that, oh wow, I love this video. This video confirmed for me that this character is actually really good, and I'm gonna pull for her. And then like you get her, and then you get that hype, and then like you didn't pre-farm for her, so it'll take you a while to realize that it's not as OP as the video showed you, because you didn't pre-farm, right? So why did I come here? Right, because for the players who didn't pre-farm or who don't have equipment just yet ready for her, etc., they'll just say, okay, well, the damage difference isn't as... The damage difference... Hang on. 160 in mine? Okay, oh boy. I guess I gotta do that. Whatever. Um, right. So there, some people will think, okay, well the damage difference wasn't that big. But hey, I'm not finished building her. Look, she's got random artifacts. Her weapon's level 40 because I didn't pre-farm yet. It's okay. Over time, it'll get better. And then by the time, like in like what 3 weeks, a month from now, by the time that you actually fully level her up, get good artifacts for her, by that time, you'll forget already how big the damage difference was that some creators led you to believe that she makes for your characters and your teams. And then you'll just be enjoying, using your new toy. And, and that's good, right? Like, you're enjoying yourself, right? That's good. That's good. That's what we want to do. Now, the problem I have is, like, overhyping to give your audience a sort of a feel good thing. So, and I guess, it's a choice. I don't think it's like completely bad. I know that some people think that, oh, this damage, I know that some more informed players out there will watch a video and think, okay, well, this damage is way overblown. Right? It's definitely not that big, but hey, I'm going to pull for her anyway because I like her. Right? And it's fine. It's not completely bad. I don't know. I just would prefer that, especially like the big problem there is like new players, because no matter how smart you are, if you're new, you hardly know anything about the game. Right, and you might be misled, especially with the current setup of banners. We have Nahida on one side, and then we have Xianyun on the other side, and because and we all know how good Nahida is. Right? We all know how good she is. And if you now, she is an Archon, however, so it's not like 300% bad. Because by being an Archon, it means that Nahida will get reruns a little more often than other characters. Excuse me, I just gotta switch accounts. Oh, by the way, don't forget to claim your Primo Gems in the mail. Oh, what is this thing? Is this the first time they've given a name card for releasing an album? I feel like it's happened before, but I don't remember. Also, like this is new. Like they've never really done something like this before. Like look at that, right? A few days ago, they released, okay, obviously, right? They're gonna tell us the Xianyun and the Nahida banners, but then like 1 or 2 days later, why did they do that? What is this? Is this to shake things up a bit, or like, what's up? Did they somehow like find out that, oh, the banner information got leaked? Let's release it before the leakers do. I mean, like I don't think it matters that much really. Some players who want Xiao will pull on the banner, and they'll get a few copies of Yao Yao, and that's good. Yao Yao constellations aren't really super valuable. She already heals plenty. Like I don't know. She might be like the best healer in the game, like in terms of like healing amount. Hoyo outsmarting leakers, lol. They're like, oh, you're gonna release this information early? Haha. No, you don't. We released it earlier than you. Now we're leaking too. Hoyo Hoyo leaking their own content, officially leaking it. So is that even a leak at that point? Hoyo being the earliest leaker. You can't leak the information if we've already leaked it. Also, hang on. There was Kuna Matata asked for some help making a decision earlier. Lost 50-50 on Animal Girl, but I still got Mona as 50-50 loss. I'm feeling like I still win because I got what I wanted. But my friend said I lose, so I actually lost or won. I think you won. If you especially now, okay, Mona isn't. Back then, Mona wasn't even super valuable, but she did have like, especially before Kokomi came out, right? Mona did have like her niche, which was AOE off-field hydro application, plus the fact that she's like her buff, the Omen thing, that's that's her own kit, and then the fact that she's a catalyst user means you could use her as like just this incredible buffer at the same time as a hydro AOE applicator, and that was good. Now before Kokomi came out, she was the only one that had AOE off-field hydro application. When Kokomi came out, we had another one. Kokomi gave you the healing, but she didn't give you the Omen buff, so you either chose survival or more damage. Kokomi does offer like up to 100% hydro uptime as long as you have enough energy recharge on her, and you time her burst right, like you don't burst too late, like when the jellyfish is gone. Now nowadays, the hydro AOE off-field applicator niche that Mona had going for her isn't like, she doesn't have a monopoly on it anymore. But nobody has the Omen buff still. Like, she still has that going for her. And if you don't have Kokomi, the thing with Kokomi is she's a what's it called? She's a limited 5-star, right? Which means you're gonna have to use up a guaranteed. You're gonna have to use up a pity and a guaranteed for her, unless if you win 50-50 somehow with her, and that would be good, right? But then that means you'd have to actively wish for her to get Kokomi if you didn't have Mona. But now you lost 50-50. Now not only are you guaranteed, but you also got a character that does something that you might not already have. You might not have Kokomi. You might not have who else is like AOE hydro off-field applicator? Farina. You might not have Farina, right? So if you don't have Kokomi, you don't have Farina, then well, you have Mona now. So I think you win. I think you just won. Now I think that was good. Depending on how much you want Xianyun, you might just, I don't know, like keep going. But I don't know. Like, I don't think Xianyun is a must pull, unless if you're like really bored with the game. Like, you're in end game, you can clear all content. I don't think she's a must pull, but she does at least she gives you a new way to play. Like I said, a new way to play old characters, a new way to play any character, in fact, other than like the way that they were intended to be played. Like, look at Hu Tao, for example, right? We now have a Pyro Xiao thanks to Xianyun. And then, I mean, I don't know, like, okay, the nice thing too is now people won't feel like they have to. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna switch accounts. I'm done here anyway. Now people won't feel like they are. They won't be like convinced that they have to get Hu Tao C1, right? Instead, they get a new character. They just get, if they want their Hu Tao to be stronger, they want their Hu Tao to not like make it so that they run out of. Not make it to make their Hu Tao so that they don't run out of stamina. Right, like, because by dash canceling, because without C1, right, it uses up a lot of energy charged attacking so much. So yeah, you just get Bayonetta, and there you go. New way to play your Hu Tao. Now your Hu Tao is a lot stronger, despite being C0, just as good as having C1. And you get to give yourself a new way to play other characters as well, the other characters that you already have. Hey, what's up, Othesia? Is that Zia or C? Other C? Other C? Or is that Othesia? What's up, man? This team is Xianyun, Gaming, Jingcho, Bennett. Oh, I on my Asia account, I did like the trial run. I didn't really pay attention to Xianyun's thing. I just did the trial run, and I didn't like read their kits or whatever. But I did the Gaming trial run. It was fun. Not gonna lie, it was pretty fun. Pretty fun to use. It's oddly enough, it gave me a similar vibe to what's his name? Electro. Sino. I don't want to use Xianyun for Hu Tao Lo because I'm bad at jump canceling. No, that's the thing though, is like you don't have to jump cancel anymore. Jumping is going to be your damage. You're not, I mean, you could still, you could still do charged attacks every now and then. Sure. But then like there's nothing really in Hu Tao's kit that tells you that that you should charged attack with her. Right? The only thing in Hu Tao's kit, like, let's take a look at it, right? There's nothing in here that says does 80% more damage, like gives, like whatever, right? Buffs charged attacks. No, it's like there's nothing about her that tells you to do charged attacks. The only reason why people do charged attacks on Hu Tao is because she has a wait, where is it? Charged attack. There you go. Right, she has a really high multiplier for her charged attacks, and her C1. If you have her C1, but if you don't, then like why? Right? Even Homa doesn't have anything to do with charged attacks, right? So there's no reason for you to do charged attacks on her if you can plunge attack. Right? Obviously, charged attack and dash canceling will be a lot faster than plunge attacks. But then like if you look at this, plunge attacks, okay, the low plunge has lower multipliers. But then if you have C0, then you can't dash cancel, really. I mean, you can like maybe 1 or 2 times. And then after that, you're just going to have to jump cancel. And then you're out of stamina. You can't even charge attack anymore. Charge for skill? No. Like your skill... Hang on. Yeah, no, your skill just gives you your pyro infusion. And it just gives you a lot of attack based on your HP. It's... Yeah, there's nothing in her kit that buffs charge attacks. The only reason why we do charge attacks on Hu Tao is because of her C1, if you have C1, and because her charge attack has a really high multiplier. Probably C0 Hu Tao, and I'll get Xianyun for more fun. Yeah, right. I mean, like I guess that's still like partially subjective. Like objectively, you can just not go for Hu Tao C1. And then just get Xianyun, objectively, right? Like practically, because not only do you get to the amount of DPS, because C1, while C1 doesn't, provide any damage buff, it does slightly increase your DPS if you fully utilize it, right? And it makes playing her so much more comfy because you don't run out of stamina so much. But if your goal is to... Okay, and like when you plunge, you don't use stamina. So C1, right? That's essentially what C1 does. And because you're doing plunge attacks, you have to do plunge attacks to... Oh, sorry. What was... Hang on, that is... there, right? When you do plunge attacks, you're not using stamina, and you're doing about the same amount. That's on a low plunge. A high plunge, I think you would prefer to do the low plunges just because it's just faster, right? But yeah, right? Like it gives you, and not only that, not only do you now get to use your stronger Hu Tao who just does plunge attacks instead of charge attacks, you also are able to do the same thing on other characters, right? Like, okay, who else can you do that on? I just did a daily. I keep forgetting. Unlock this before you do your daily commissions so that you get the story keys. Okay. Oh, was I? Where was I? Yeah, but you also get to. Oh, hang on. I was gonna look at like my character list so that I could take a look at who else benefits greatly from this. Right? Like for example, okay, let's say I don't think my Chongyun's leveled, but what's his plunge multiplier like? Plunge. Okay. No, right? Like nothing from his normal attacks, nothing from his charge attacks. His burst pretty good. Well, yeah, it's okay. I guess 2024 standards, it's not that good, but it's the most usable part of his kit. But you can he has pretty high multipliers on his plunge attacks, right? Just like with most Claymore characters, like Diluc. Okay, Diluc on this account isn't leveled, right? But like look at that. Really high multipliers. Most of the Claymore characters have really high plunge multipliers. So that essentially means no matter how useless the character is, it will be now. It won't be like S tier. It won't be like at the top of the DPS pyramid. But at least now they're usable. Even Fremenes like can now be usable. Yeah, let's see. Her multiplier is it's a guy. His multiplier. Okay, right, pretty decent.
Where do you want to go next?
Yeah, not only do you improve your Hu Tao, not like only difference is that you won't be doing charge attacks, you'll be doing plunge attacks, but you'll also be enabling your other characters that you otherwise would never even think of raising to do the same thing. Now, that again, the subjective side of it is, what if you don't like doing plunge attacks, right? What if you don't like doing that? So that is the subjective side of it. What if you just really don't like it and you want to use certain characters the way they've been traditionally used up until this point? Then okay, that's up to you, right? You can like if you have a Hu Tao, sure, go for your C1. All right, go for a C1. Go like do whatever you want on and like just skip Xianyun. It's up to you, especially if you're because like I said, Xianyun is a vertical upgrade to some characters and some teams. And for some characters and teams, Xianyun is just a how do I describe it? Like in Zhao's case, for example, you can now give Bennett to your other team. You can now use your Xiao without losing any damage. In fact, I think Xiao might do more damage with Xianyun. I don't know, right? So, and you could give Bennett to your other side, who might also want your Xiao. Hey, what's up, Chocolate? Check FTP Raiden. Oh, sorry, man. I mean, like, I'll keep it in mind, but I have I gotta do all my dailies and use up my resin in in about an hour. Daily reset's about to happen, and I haven't done my dailies just yet. Xiao and Gaming, best for Xianyun.
Born of ice.
Yeah, right. Like that is true. Like the characters that actually were kitted for plunge attacks are certainly gonna benefit the most out of Xianyun's release and adding her to the team. But like I really like that she doesn't just buff plunge attacks, she also enables you to plunge. Like I think that's the best part. Is not only right, like they didn't just release a character that can be usable with some characters, right? Like buffing. Let's see, what other characters do we have that do have a similar kit? Okay, Yunjin. Right, Yunjin buffs normal attacks. In Yunjin's case, at least like normal attacks, like everybody can do normal attacks. But then the thing is, not everybody's kits are I guess made to do plunge attacks. Oh, that's not a daily. right? Not everybody's kits were made to do plunge attacks, and in fact, very few characters have good normal attack multipliers. It's really only those characters who were designed with normal attacking in mind. So somebody like Yoimiya, or I don't know, Ayato, I guess. Yeah, look what they did with Farina. That makes healer a must, right? Right? Like it's has any pulling happened? No, not yet, not yet. I have to do all my dailies before the next daily server reset happens, which is in about an hour from now. And then I'll do like the trial run, because I haven't actually looked at her kit just yet. Because like I'm 90% sure that I'm gonna pull for her on my main and third account. But like I have some reservations, just very little reservations. Yeah, just very little. Mostly because of the fact that my main account doesn't have a lot of pulls left on it. And I am so anxious about not being able to get Nahida constellations, Nahida to C2 this rerun. I do understand she's an Archon. Archons are more likely to rerun more often than non-Archons. But I mean, like, this is it. I skipped Nahida on her release, and you know how y'all know how I felt about that. And then I finally got her when she reran for the first time, and like here's another rerun. I could finally get her C2, and like I can't. That's the only reason why I have some reservations. Navia have plunging passive too? Navia? Really? I don't remember that, but really? I have like 57 billion guaranteed on Xianyun. Alright, should I get Xianyun or save for Farina? Oops, excuse me. Save for Farina, isn't Farina on 4.5? Farina? What was the usual timing of when Archons reran again? Was it like 3 or 4 version updates after their initial release? I know there was like a very consistent timing when Archons usually reran right after their initial release. I forgot how many version updates was it? I remember Farina. Wait, when did Farina come out? 4.1 or 4.2? I believe it was 4.2. 4.2, yeah. So was it? What was the timing? Was it like 3 version updates? 3 updates after their initial release, or about 4 updates? 4 patches? Okay, yeah. That feels right. I believe it was 4. So she was released in 4.2. So she will likely, again, it's not guaranteed. HOYO could always change their minds about it, just to change things up. Like look at what they did now. Like yesterday, I think it was, right. Like they released the second half of 4.4 banners, like even before 4.4 came out, which they usually don't do. They usually release banner info about 2 to 5 days before their banners release. But then, like, for some reason this time they released the banner, like the Xiao and Yae Miko banners, even before the first half banners came out, right? So they could always change that pattern if they just felt like doing it. But she's likely going to rerun in 4.6, so you'll have quite a bit of time. So should I pull for Xianyun? Man, that is a difficult question, man, because like I've been saying, Xianyun is a vertical upgrade for some characters, and she's mostly a vertical upgrade to some, like the characters, the characters whose kits are designed for plunging, like Zhao or Gaming in this case, right? Oh, I did not want to do that. I wanted to condense resin. Jeez, that was right. Let's do one more and then we'll condense resin because I don't want to have to do 2 runs. But for most other characters, she is an upgrade to some characters, right? Some characters, even though they weren't designed for plunging, the characters that were either I wouldn't say unusable back then, but like were usable, but like required either some copium or required you to be like really good at the game, aka Diluc, right? Like in Diluc's case, Diluc never really faded out of like usability because if you could Dragon Strike, if you were good enough at the game that you could do Dragon Striking anytime you wanted to, then Diluc still just remained one of the stronger DPSs in the game.
Add Ash.
But then
Thank you
if you like me, for example, I'm not good at games, right? So like as soon as Abyss HPs started to get too high for my Diluc to easily get 9 stars on floor 12, then I benched him, right? But Xianyun brings him back for players like me. So yeah, she is a buff to certain characters, and for certain characters she brings them back from almost complete unusability to usability. But for most other characters, she is more like she just gives you a new way to play them. Now I think the biggest value that Xianyun provides really is, other than like the plunging buff, she's Animo and she's a team-wide healer, right? Which, you know, if you have Farina, is awesome because like we don't have a lot of, well, we do have, okay, you know, never mind, we do have a lot of team-wide healers, but not like a lot of our team-wide healers don't really have that many like functions. Like in Kokomi's case, she has AoE off-field hydro application, and she has healing, obviously, right? We're talking about healers. She has AoE off-field hydro application, and she's a catalyst user, which means you could put what's it called? You can boy. All right, you can put TTDS on her. Man, my brain just died there for a moment. All right. Okay. All right. Just. Ooh, I guess
there was
shouldn't forget about this stuff. Right. So, okay, she has the attack buff, but not all characters appreciate attack buffs. Especially nowadays, we have a lot of HP scaling characters, right? I have a lot of HP scaling characters. Oh, I did not mean to click that. I just want to get rid of my red dots, please. All right. Another red dot over here. And in Xianyun's case, so she's Animo. So now you have your VV user. From what I've seen of some footage of her, I watched whose was it? It was I Went to Lose's video, but like I didn't like fully pay attention because I was taking care of like some work stuff while I was watching the video. Like I wasn't even watching; I was just like listening to it, like as if it was like a radio or something. I saw. He mentioned that if you use her E 3 times before you plunge, that apparently it has some crowd control. So there's that. She has minor crowd control. All right, be right back. Switching accounts. She has minor crowd control. She's Animo, so you have your VV user now, and that's on top of her kit that allows you to plunge and buffs plunge attacks. And on top of that, she's also a healer, right? Like she does so many things. Now, okay, Kokomi, similar thing, right? Similar thing, but then like you character you're supporting with Kokomi might not be an attack buffer, or sorry, an attack scaling character, or you might have Bennett on it, so like you already have a lot of attack buffs, so you are at the point of diminishing returns with your TTDS. So who else? Healer, team-wide healers, Baiju. Similar case, but instead of Hydro application, it's Dendro application. He gives you a shield, but the shield isn't really like a shield. Like it's so thin. The shield is so thin that it's mostly just. I think the shield is mostly just there for resistance to interruption, and I think that's the main purpose of the of Baiju's shield. He has Dendro application, healing. What else? And that's really it. That's kind of it, really. Kaza is better in swirl and grouping than you might rethink. Unless they got C4 Jean, maybe no one's gonna use her for Xiao over Xianyun. Oh yeah, definitely. Plus the fact that so Xianyun's thing, like her burst, I don't know even what to call it. It is a buff. Her burst, yes, sure. It allows you to do plunges, and at the same time it buffs. So I guess, yeah, I'll call it a buff. Her burst buff isn't limited to a circle like Jean's healing thing, right?
Born of icy wind strike.
And same with Bennett's, right? Bennett's is limited to a circle. Oh, I missed. You're not dead.
Another time.
Right, but with Xianyun's, you're not limited to a circle. It's like from the footage I've seen. What is it like? Is it a? It looks like a drone. Is like it like summons a drone that follows you around. Jean for Xiao team's dead now. Yep. Really power crept Jean with this one. Yeah, and that is so okay. I wouldn't say. You know what? All right. Yeah. Never mind. it actually is a power creep because like, Jean. What does Jean do? Jean really only does healing. Oh boy, I did not pay attention to this one. Coffee and water. Sure. What? Oh no, I already clicked something. Alright, there we go. Okay. Jean doesn't really do anything other than healing. She has 0 crowd control. What does she do? Nothing really. I guess if you have C2, sure, you get the faster the move speed and the attack speed, and if you have C4 you get the animal resistance shred, and other like, but that's like constellations. That's rough. Yeah, you're right. And they did it. They released Xianyun a few updates after a lot of players who have had like their C5, C6 gene, like with like C99 genes after losing so many 50/50s and never leveled them up. Finally leveled them up because of Farina, and then now we have Xianyun, an actual power creep to Gene. Oh man, that's rough. That is some like 5-head, planning, right? Like think about it. What if Hoyo did that? Gene has Glenn. Well, that is something that Xianyun will never be able to take away from Gene. Yeah, Gene will never ever find out who is Glenn. Yeah, while all of us, well, I mean, like, I guess we don't really know who Glenn is either, but you know. So yeah, I guess Jean will always have that over Xianyun. Jean is just like us. We'll never know who Glenn is, so we'll just keep on asking who is Glenn. But yeah, right. Like that's some kind of like 5-head move right there, right? Release a character, in this case the Archon, that sort of starts a new niche of characters, a new niche of team archetypes, especially one that enables basically everyone to use a really powerful artifact set, with, you know, the hunter set, right? But will force people to raise this character, or if not force, then at least encourage people to raise, to level up, equip, and use this character. And because it's not just Jean that I bet people have raised. Right? A lot of people who don't have Jean probably had to raise like a team-wide healer that they've had for ages and never really used. Right? Like, I don't know. So I'm willing to bet there are players out there who just don't have any good team-wide healers other than like a Chi-Chi. And we're forced to have to raise Chi-Chi so that they actually don't die in battle while using Farina. Genuine heals? Yes! She's a pretty okay healer as well. She's not an amazing healer, but she's a pretty decent healer, yes. Oops. Xianyun is a techie. We might have something in common at least. I gotta say though, Hoyo certainly knows how to make people feel a certain way about a character. Like, okay, I think I've said this plenty of times before. I've never really liked Cloud Retainer's personality. I don't know why. It's just not attractive to me. It just, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's something about it that's just not attractive to me. But like recently, they've been releasing like clips. I don't know what to call some of them because some of them are like from they're not even a video. They're like on web pages, little gifs. You know, they've been and they've especially other than Hoyo, the community has been, you know. The fan art community. There you go. The fan art community has just been relentless, releasing fan art here, left and right. And it characterizes Cloud Retainer into this like motherly role, motherly character, taking care of baby Ganyu, who is adorable by the way, and baby like just baby what's her name, Shinha, who's still as stoic as she's ever been, and they're adorable. And now I feel differently about it. Like you know, she's still not as attractive to me as Yae Miko or who else? Ganyu, right? But then she's at least not as, what's the opposite of attractive? Repellive? Hey, what's up, Toast? How are you, man? RJ, make Hu Tao Zhao with Xianyun. Yeah, you know, like I definitely do plan on trying it out. I don't have her yet. I'm still stuck doing dailies from yesterday. Before the next daily server reset happens, which is in 52 minutes from now, but it's fine. We have enough time. I'm on the last account now. I'm just using up resin now. Repulsive, I guess. I don't know. Repulsive, sort of. Well, the word repulsive has a meaning, and it's not. I wouldn't say it's the opposite of attractive. Hang on. I guess it is. Wait. I don't know. Like, it just most people use the word repulsive similar to like disgusting. Unattractive? I guess so, but there's like it's like the opposite of attractive. It just makes me not like her very much. I don't hate her, but it just makes me not like her. Yeah, it's like that. At least I don't feel that way about Xianyun anymore, about Cloud Retainer anymore. With all like the fan art, with all of some of the art that the official art, the non-fan art that HOYO has released recently about Cloud Retainer. I don't know. It's just they know what they're doing. They know how to make you feel about a certain character. They know how to characterize a character. Now, if they could just do better with their storyboarding in the main Archon quest, right? Like I don't know. It's not terrible. It's just not that good. Honestly, it could be better. Is what I'm saying. The storyboarding in their main, what's it called? In the Archon quest, the main story quests, could be better. Oh, I forgot about these. Wait. I have something very special to do. I have other than this. Hang on, just getting rid of red dots on my screen. Okay, any more red dots? Oh wait, I still have to use this. Alright, I'm gonna play CODM. Oh, alright. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Toast. Bought a new phone, 128 gigs of storage. Well, I'm assuming Toast already left. I wonder what kind of phone Toast got. 128 it sounds like a lot, and it is, even in 2024 standards, but like, it doesn't feel like, at least for me, I feel like back then, I would have felt anxious about buying a 64 gig phone. But then, oh no, sorry. Going back to like, let's say 2015. Yeah, 2015. First time I bought a phone for myself. Like, I actually bought it with my own money. Was the Zenfone 2. And I bought the one that had 64 gigs of storage. And I thought, especially that was like 2015 was the time when some phones were still literally coming out with 8 gigs of storage. And 8 gigs was plenty for like a very average user who just needed a phone for calling and texting and taking pictures of, like just for memories, right? Moms and dads just taking pictures at special events, taking a picture of the family, but not like spamming the picture button, right? That 2015, that was a very different time from today. Today though, 128 gigs of storage makes me kind of anxious. I feel like 256 is sort of like the comfort zone, especially because of how powerful mobile computing, mobile chips have become. That a phone might not be laggy to use still, even after like 5 to 8 years, depending on like the manufacturer's like optimizations of their custom Android skins. If they did like a very bad job at it, then like maybe by 5 years or 6 years, then it'll be quite laggy already. Especially if it's not a mid-range phone, if it's like a budget phone. But if it's anywhere from a mid-range smartphone with a mid-range chip to a high-end smartphone with a high-end chip, then by 6 to 8 years, it'll still be perfectly usable. And 6 to 8 years of today, 256 gigs, I think is like still okay. As long as you're not like taking videos left and right. Man, Shinha is too... and her new skin. I know, right? Unappealing? Unappealing might be... Yeah. Oh, yeah, that you know what? That's a very good word to put it, Shinran, yeah. unappealing, I think, is exactly how I felt about Cloud Retainer back then. I don't hate her because like she certainly seems to mean well, right? Like she's just and I cannot hate her for being proud as a smart person, right? Like a smart person that is proud of her work. I cannot, I can never fault anyone for being like that, because if you're smart and you have like you make something, you invent stuff, or you do research, whatever, right? Like, and if you're proud of that, then that's good on you. Did you play Devil May Cry 5? Virgil's theme songs too OP? No. I didn't really like I've mentioned a few times already. I have been gaming for a really long time, but I'm the type of gamer who hasn't played that many games. But because I'm very picky mostly. Now, number one is I'm very picky, and number two is I can't afford anything. you know. To this day, until today, I've only bought 2 games. I've only used money to buy a game. Twice, ever. The first one was it was some kind of Stickman game. I don't know why I bought it, because there was a free version, but there was also a paid version, and it was like $2. And I was like, whatever. So I bought it, and it wasn't just because it was so cheap, which is why I bought it. I bought it because my teammates at the time where I was working, and like a bunch of my buddies were playing it, so I wanted to buy it too. So I bought it, and the second game that I used my own money to buy a game with was GTA 5 on the Steam store. And other than that, I've never ever bought any other video games. All the other games that I played were free to play, but had in-game transactions. Yeah. Alright, I think this account's about done. Okay, alright, time to go back to the main account. Sometimes sometimes with Genshin, it's I get the feeling that the community, no, sorry, Genshin itself and the characters and the story isn't like the best part of the game. I mean, the game's great. The game's really cool, and that's why I still play it, despite all the stuff about it that I don't like. Community is just hilarious. So the fan art is awesome. I love it. It's really, really good. But the comments, man, the comment section of whether it's fan art, whether it's the comment section of the like on the interactive map, like not the of Genshin official one, the third party one, the one that was made before Genshin made their interactive map. It's just hilarious. Every time you go, you look at any sort of fan art, you have to look in the comments. If you don't look at the comments, then you are missing part of your life. You're absolutely missing part of your life. Oh, by the way, I noticed that there's like a cool new interface that they have with the character trials. It's awesome. I love it. Quagmire Toilet Gaming, lol. It's hard to believe, but I hate the GTA franchise. Like all of it. Every single GTA game. Oh, wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait. I have other priorities. I have other priorities.
An outfit for a banquet. Yes, this one will do.
Yeah. That's
Did I miss any of...
you spent on these skins? I mean, you know me, man. For some reason, Ganyu looks smaller. Is it because her hair is done up? I was looking at Kazuha and then like I switched to Ganyu. It's like, why does she look so small? Yeah, I guess it must be the hair is done up. It's been on these skins. No, I just had I'm on the main account and I have Welkin on this account, right? And I've had Welkin for quite some time already, but I didn't use up any of the Genesis crystals, so yeah, here I am. Although part of me, okay, if I do end up deciding that I will go for Xianyun, I think I might be using Diluc a lot more. It's still an if. I'm like quite sure already that I'm going for her, but some part of me doesn't want to. Although it's not on discount anymore, so the price is already set. So it's always going to be there in the shop. So it might be some time before I ultimately decide. The Shinhe skin, though, I don't have Shinhe yet, but I do plan on getting her. At least just on this account. I don't care about getting her on my second and third accounts. Mostly because I have Ayaka on this account, and my Ganyu here is C6. So like, if ever freeze teams or like cryo teams in general ever make a comeback, or well, what's the word I'm looking for? Like whenever like Abyss is like cryocentric, then at least I'll have the skin by the time that I do get Shinhe. But yeah, Jean skin is the best. Oh yeah, I actually would love to get Jean skin, like, but then like and this was like 2 years ago, on my third account. My third account got C2 Jean, and I was using Eula. I didn't have a lot of characters on the third account just yet, like about 2 years ago. So I was using Eula in the overworld, and Jean C2 made using Eula in the overworld so much more fun because her normal attacks it went faster. I could actually like run faster, and it was awesome. And I wanted to get Jean's skin back then. It was awesome. But now I hardly ever use her, so it still does look really good. I think it is one of the better skins, in my opinion. Appearance wise, you know what? I think it's the best looking skin. Yeah, I think that's definitely the best looking skin. Like Ayaka's, I guess you could say, okay, that looks really pretty, but to me it doesn't look appropriate. Like, it looks good, but like she's a fighter, but it doesn't look good in combat to me. Jeans, at least, is because it's like a summer skin, so it's designed for like openness and like freedom of movement, so it seems appropriate for combat as well. All right, that's priority number 1. All right, I can't believe it. This is probably the first skin I've ever bought. Oh yeah, definitely. This is definitely the first skin I've ever actually bought myself. Yeah, you know what? I'm getting it. I don't care. I don't have Shanghai yet, but I'm getting it. Yeah, yep. Obtain the character. Where's this outfit? Purchase outfit. Okay, still preview. Character archive. Okay. Yes. I bought a skin without the character. Spartan, if you're still in chat, I know exactly how you felt about Ayaka now. Also, what is up with these graphics? Can you see that? What's wrong? Like, is that how they designed the rain to look like? Look at this. Can you see that? The sand looks like static. So many Ganyu family members in Chenyuvale. Really? Wait, you've done the quest already? Jeez. Ganyu meta again. Happens to me too. Wait, is it my graphics settings? Why does the sand look like this? And why have I never noticed this before? How about, okay, let's change this to okay. Anything else? Oh, how about reflections? No? That doesn't fix it. Oops. What is this? What? Dynamic character resolution. That's a new setting, right? Motion blur? Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Also, what? This is a new setting. I think this is the first time I've seen it. Did they just add this now? 4.4? Make it all max out? No. I don't think my PC is definitely not good enough for that. Shadow quality? No, that's not a shadow. Maybe it's... Oh, no, I can't change this. I remember environment detail is something that I have to restart the game for. But this is weird. Does it look like this for you guys? I don't know if you can see that. Maybe it's my screen? Hang on. Let me look at on the stream. No, it does look like that on stream too. Does it look like that for you guys too? Like in your game, have you guys noticed it before? How about shadow? Okay, let's change shadows to high. No, it's not shadows. What is that? It is so weird. Global illumination? All right, let's try that. Where's the shadows thing? Oh, there. Oh, that is wow, global illumination looks nice. But that is... Whoa, it looks really bright. Ow! Okay, I saw it coming too, and I couldn't react quickly enough. I saw it like... just... The lightning hit, jeez. Happens to me also. I'm at max settings. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, like... Maybe... I don't know. I don't know if HOYO did that on purpose, or they just haven't noticed, or they're like, okay, that's I know we can't do anything about it. To get rid of it, Genshin needs to be a lot heavier on the graphics, but we don't want to do that because like mobile phones can't play it anymore. Okay, yeah, all right, let's try out Bayonetta. There's just so many mountain goats. All right. I haven't even explored that way yet. Even, yeah. You know, I was surprised at how big it was. I was honestly quite surprised at how big it was because like they hardly like they said stuff about the new region, but they didn't say that much about it. They didn't talk about it as much as they did here. Or here, like I guess maybe because there were some defining features about these regions, like especially 4.0 underwater stuff, of course. And here there was it was here the tower thing, and these things, yeah, and the research of like the research institute, whatever. I guess there were a lot of defining features, and I just didn't hear them talk much about this place. But it's actually quite big. I'm pretty excited for when they finally open up this part. Wait a moment. Isn't that where we pinpointed... Oh, I'm not in the overworld. Isn't this where we pinpointed where Celestia was right above? It's possible that we can get a Mondstadt expansion. It is, right? Like now it just feels like it's getting so much closer. Especially because like this is a Liyue region apparently, right? At least that's my understanding of it. Yeah, it's a Liyue region because like this is where Xingqiu's family is from, like their clan is from. From my understanding, it's like mostly Liyue and then like probably a little Fontaine over here. But that is pretty cool. And from what I remember, isn't this where we sort of triangulated where Celestia is right above of? We're gonna have to check that out. But for now, let's take a look at Bayonetta. She really is Bayonetta. You're right. I love the shoes though. They look very much like Hephaestus's shoes. You know, Hephaestus, like the Greek god, right? Other like instead of having 2 wings on each, she only has 1. Man, she definitely does not look bad. Not bad at all. Alright, that's her. Oh, yeah. Hey, the weapon. I haven't looked at her weapon yet. Okay, you know what? Never mind. We'll take a look at the weapon in a bit. She is a catalyst user. Moving on. Alright. So, I don't think... Yeah, there's anything special with her normal attacks. Skill, I guess... Okay, not much to it, really. I guess, wow, that is a big multiplier. So there's slashes here. I'm gonna assume... What is this? Wave damage. Skill damage, wave damage. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the plunge damage. And because there's slashes and 3 of them, I assume that the damage gets higher the more times you do it before you plunge. I guess. That's a big multiplier, though. Doing it 3 times. But it takes so much time, though. So I think the big multiplier just makes up for it. Alright, Sky Ladder. I guess. Let's see. Really not much to it. I heard from somewhere that apparently it gives the same number of particles whether you do it once, twice, or 3 times. And that is awesome. If that is true, then that is actually awesome. Skyladder, maybe used to 3 times. Only 1 instance of Skyladder damage. Okay, so I guess you only get 1 instance of this thing. Yep. State will be cancelled. Wait, what? Skyladder is not used again in a short period. The cloud, what? The what? Transmogrification. Where do they find time to come up with these words, man? Because, like, they don't make this game in English, right? Like, they make this game in Chinese. And they somehow manage to, like, get a team of translators to translate every little thing. And show it to the CEO and, like, get approval. Xianyun does not use Drift Cloud while in this state. The next cooldown. Oh, that's cool. Drift Cloud. Okay, so that's the plunge, right? If so okay. Yeah, that's definitely the plunge. Right, so if you don't plunge, the cooldowns. So this helps with exploration. Oh, that is so cool. Big brain. Just reading it just reading it takes a big brain. Jeez, that took a lot out of me, man. So that is so cool. Okay, that helps out with exploration. But I saw, I heard Ivan Toulouse mention that you can't use the skill in midair. At least, like, you can't start the skill in midair. That is unfortunate. I'm kind of disappointed by that. And I hope that it's not final. I hope that they didn't do that on purpose and that they're gonna patch it out or something. Because that is kind of disappointing. she's a bird. And on top of being a bird, what are they called again? She's an adepti. There you go. She's an adepti. So how is Kazuha, a normal human, able to do that, but not an adepti who is also a bird? So I'm confused. Like, how does an adepti who's supposed to be like a lot more powerful than a normal human, who, by the way, is also a bird in their like adeptal form, can't do that? How? Why? Kazuha can skill even midair, right? Like Kazuha and Xiao. Yeah, Xiao is an adepti. He's not even like what is Xiao? What is his like? Does he have like an animal form? I don't think so. Yeah, I guess Zhao doesn't have an like an animal form. Yaksha, sure, yeah. Like, he's a yaksha, and I have no idea what that means. So I guess he doesn't have like an animal form. But like Kazuha can do it. Wander, like, sure, you could say, like, in lore, right? In lore, you could say that, well, he's he's a puppet. He has like this power, like, he's strong. You can, sure, but Kazuha, man, Kazuha can do that. One thing I find disappointing in her kit is that her E cannot be pressed while in mid-air stage. Right? That's exactly what I said just now. That is actually kind of disappointing. I certainly hope they didn't do that on purpose, and that they patch it out. If they don't, I would actually be really disappointed. I would really, really be disappointed, man, if they didn't patch that out. That's, man, kind of disappointing. Alright, looks like the skill, not much else special to the skill other than, like, it is, I think, it is now the highest form of, like, vertical, I guess, mobility in the open world. I know that you can get much higher with Wander, but then it's also limited to his, like, the stamina thing that you get. They did that on purpose, I think. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't have. Like, what are the cons of allowing us to do that in midair? Because, like, okay, with Kazuha, what are the cons to allowing us to do it in midair with Kazuha, and what are the cons with allowing us to do it in midair with Xianyun here, right? Like, what's the difference? It's essentially Kazuha's skill, but you could use it 3 times in a row. And it doesn't just go straight up. It goes, like, forward at the same time. So what's... so that people won't have as much fun. Oh, man. Jeez. I mean, I wouldn't say it's out of Hoyo's character. But, yeah. Alright. Okay, healing. I remember her healing was from her burst. Okay, attack scaled healing. Alright. Attack scaled healing. Okay, I guess that's why she doesn't have a lot of HP. And high base attack weapon as well. Her weapon secondary stat is attack, but it also has a high base attack. Alright. So healing's based off of HP. Honestly, I don't know how much that is. If that's good healing or not. I'm gonna have to wait for other creators to make content of it, or math people to do calcs on it. So she has burst healing and she has continuous healing, which is good. Duration 16, cooldown 18. Essentially 100% uptime because like at least like you have 2 seconds to rotate through your different characters. Energy cost 70. Not that bad. Not that bad. I heard from a few little birds before she was released that her skill generates 5 particles. So if that's the case, then I don't think she's gonna have much energy problems. You know, you'll still need some energy, but it's not gonna be like Shengling. It's not gonna be like Shengling or Beidou. Good healing, like 100k team wide. 100k? But I'm assuming that's like with a healing build, right? Can't imagine Kylie's user using her signature weapon. Too much niche. Yeah, I will have. I've heard from some people that the weapon is pretty good. I'll take a look at it in a moment. First, I want to look at her kit yet. For now. Okay. From again, this has been leaked to Oblivion already. So from what I understand, it allows you to plunge. It allows you to jump high enough that you can plunge. And the healing thing, and it buffs plunges, and that's what I remember. Continuously follows, okay, the active character. All right, so this is, you're not trapped, you're not limited to a circle anymore. That's good. Periodically heals all nearby party members based on Xianyun's attack. Okay, definitely attack scaling heal. Starts with 8 stack. What is this? Starts with 8 stacks. Depth of distance active. Nearby active. Have their jump height increased. What? So you can only plunge 8 times? What is this? When the active character completes a plunge attack, Star Wicker will consume 1 stack. Will consume 1 stack and deal AoE animal damage. Oh, wait. Okay. So you can only plunge 8 times. So apparently this is like the animal thing, the animal attack that happens after you do a plunge attack, which. Okay, it doesn't say that you're limited to only being able to to jump high enough to do plunges 8 times. It apparently it means that the animal like coordinated attack only happens up to 8 times. Am I understanding this correctly? When an active character completes a plunging attack, the Star Wicker will consume 1 stack and deal AoE animal damage. 1 Star Wicker can exist simultaneously. How would you? Why would they have to mention that? What? Is it like for co-op? Is it for co-op? Like if you all use Xianyun? Star Wickers, okay. And Star Wicker is the name of the thing, right? Also summon the Star Wicker mechanism. Okay, so it is the name of the device that she summons. Okay, so no. It seems like the jump height thing is unlimited. It doesn't seem to have a limit. It's just the coordinated attack. The animal coordinated attack only happens up to 8 times. It does limit you to 8 times. Really? Like you can only jump 8 times? I mean, duration is 16. I would imagine you can jump a lot more than 8 times. I don't know, like according to the wording, it's only the animal coordinated attack is limited to 8 times. But I guess we'll have to test that out. Alright, passive. Each opponent hit by Drift Cloud. Drift Cloud is the skill plunge. Yeah, the skill plunge. Well, grant all nearby members 1 stack of something for 20 seconds. Max 4 stacks. These will cause characters plunging attack. Oh, okay. Nice. That's really good for AoE. That's really good for AoE. Wow. Okay, single target. Unfortunately, if you if you lower your crit rate to get more crit damage or whatever other stats, just to include this in your build, and like with this you only have like 60% crit rate, but without this you only have 50%. And like now you have to find single target, like, and now your crit rate's all the way down to 54. That's gonna be terrible. So I don't think this is meant as meant to allow players to just reduce their crit rates so that they could get other stats. I think it's just meant to increase your crit rate overall, because I think crit rate overall DPS wise, not inside like just one rotation, but just like DPS wise, like in the long term, I think scales really well. Crit rate is like, even if your crit damage is 1%, when you do crit, it means you're doing 1% more damage than you would have if you didn't crit. And if you have 100% crit rate, it means across 100 plunges, whether you're doing 1 plunge or 1,000 plunges, you're still doing 1% more damage. So, yeah, it's just I think crit rate scales really well, and that's why that's really the main reason why I prefer having high crit rate, compared to like a lot of players seem to stop at 60% crit rate and then just go ham on crit damage, have like 230 crit damage, 250 crit damage with only 60 crit rate. Try plunging more than 8. I think Huta can plunge more than Xiao. I'm willing to bet she can, because she's pyro, which means you can vape. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe not. Who knows? Because I've seen speedrunners. If you watch speedrunners, man, it'll like, I don't understand how they manage to do the numbers that they do sometimes. Like, I see, like, because it's speed running, right? Usually happens in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds max, and then like the screen will just go black, and then they're moving on to the next half of the chamber, because like it just happens so quickly, and it just blows my mind how quickly it happens, and like I'll miss what happened, and I don't understand like what buffs they used, how they did like 200, 300k plunges on Xiao, especially Shintenzu, I believe is his name. I don't really watch his content because like I'm don't have Xiao. I'm not exactly a Xiao fan. But I do see his Xiao in action in some I Went to Lose like DPS like races, like whatever it's called. And it blows my mind how a Xiao can do that much damage and like speed run that competitively in 2024. Go plunge C6 Bennett. You know, with Xianyun, I'm like, it's like one more thing that is trying to convince me to C6 Bennett. Is it created hitting an opponent is independent duration? Okay, cool. All right, second passive, Starwaker, created by Burst, Adeptal Resistance stacks. It has, okay, nearby active characters plunging Shockwave. Shockwave? What? Shockwave? What Shockwave? Shockwave damage will be increased by... What Shockwave? Where is it? This thing? The AoE Animo damage? Does he have C6 Xiao? Oh yeah, definitely. He's like I think the Xiao speedrunning guy on YouTube. Yeah, I think he's like the Xiao speedrunning guy. Yep. Shintenzu. The area effect that you plunge So oh. Okay. So it's essentially additional damage. It's like okay. It seems like, hang on. 200% of Xianyun's attack. Oh, that's a lot. Wow. Okay, jeez. All right, the maximum damage increase that can be achieved by this way is 9,000. Over 9,000. Man, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't go over 9,000. It's just 9,000. But that's a lot. But unfortunately, it's only limited to 8 plunges. Because remember, it says when the Star Wicker has stacks. So, and this thing only has 8. So after you use up all 8, you lose this damage. If you have C2, it's over 9,000. You should spam test runs. Oh, I definitely will, yeah. Crane form. Oh, okay, gliding speed. Alright, sure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's take a look at her weapon, by the way. So, I don't know. I think the weapon's really appropriate for her. Like, cause, like, I mean, you know, that's literally... That's cool. That it's, like, moving in there. High base attack percent, that's really cool. After the equipping character hits an opponent with a plunging attack, the equipping character... Okay, so I guess, yeah, you use your skill, sure. All nearby party members, plunging attacks will deal... Wow! Oh my god! Another buff to plunging attacks from the weapon. Oh man, that is ugh, yeah. That's I was about to say yucky, but I guess that's not wrong either. Like, that is a yucky amount of plunging attack buffs. Jeez. For 20 seconds. Oh, full rotation too. Nice. It's not just like 12 seconds, you know, like some weapons. Nearby party members hit opponents with plunging attacks. They will restore 2.5 energy to the equipping character. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. It's not like it's very... So if you think about it, this is very similar to Shenhe's signature weapon, right? But the problem with Shenhe's signature weapon is, man, like it is so hard to actually build her, because not only do you need to try to get like the exact set, like artifact set that you want on her. Like, it could be like 4 noblesse or something or whatever, right? But or like 2 glad to attack, right? It's like 2-piece attack. But you also need to get so much energy recharge in your substats, because you definitely want attack on her to get the most, you know, buff from her. But you also somehow need to have like 20 plus ER on every piece. To like, I don't know if that's even enough. Right? But with this, I don't know how much this helps, but I'm willing to bet that helps quite a lot. Is there a limit? 2.5 energy to the equipping character. Energy can be restored this way every 0.7 seconds. I don't know if that's... How long is a single plunge? This energy regain can be triggered even after equipping character is not on the field. Okay. That's pretty good. That's really good. Now we could see YouTube videos, all characters plunging. Hey, that's actually... I actually took a while. It took me a while to come up with today's stream title. And that's actually what I think. I actually think Hoyo probably thought, hey, we like Xiao. We didn't even kill him off, right? Like, there was like that Archon quest in the Chasm Archon quest where he was supposed to die, if you think about it. But then, like, it was what's the word I'm looking for? It was like they cheated. right? They like Daddy Zhong. Daddy Zhong went like, my son's about to fall in a hole, and then like uses power and then like save Zhao. Like, right? They didn't kill him off, so that means like they probably like Zhao so much. And like here we are, 2024. Probably like 2% of people have Zhao and actually use him. And so like here they are, 2024. Like, okay, well, you won't use Zhao. Here you go. Let's make everyone Zhao. But Genshin is not pay to win because you can do Abyss really if you don't spend. That is absolutely true. Yes. I'm convinced originally paid games are free and free games are pay to win. Like Genshin. In some cases, yeah. The thing with Genshin though is like the end game of Genshin is not very hard, and the maximum like strength, I guess we'll put it at that, the maximum strength that characters can have, including all their multipliers, all the available stats in the game, including the elemental reactions and stuff, is way too high for the amount of HP that you have to go through in Abyss. And I mean, maybe not way too high. You know what? Okay, never mind. Way too high. Because like when we go into like whales with C6, R5, everything, including their supports, think about it. You only need to complete chambers in 3 minutes. No, each half, yeah, a single chamber in 3 minutes to get 9 stars on floor 12. And whale speedrunners can do that in like 5 or 10 seconds. So the amount of available of potential, like the damage ceiling of characters and teams in Genshin is way too high for the amount of HP that you have to go through in the hardest combat content available. Isn't that boring? I'm sure it is. I mean, like, I think some speedrunners do what they do because to them it feels like it probably feels like competitive gaming. Like, even though there's actually no competition happening, the way that they compete with each other is like online through just uploading videos, right? And other than like being able to compete with each other, which is what they want, right? That's the number one point that they want. They are also potentially earning at least a little bit of what they spent back, through ad revenue, maybe even sponsorships, depending on like how big they get on the internet, on like content creation. But yeah, I think it feels a lot like that for them. It's not just about doing Abyss. It's about it's about competing. You know how like in competitive gaming, right? Especially like man, I've been watching a lot of StarCraft again lately. It's like with StarCraft, it's literally it's like straight up just 1v1, right? So it comes down to like who plays the best, and who optimizes the best, and who strategizes the best. And I think that is like what whale speedrunners get out of it, is because who can do it the best, who can combine all of these things and get the best runs. Without a whale account, just mine, I do it in 2 minutes total. Yeah, right? Like even, right, F2P accounts. As long as you know what you're doing, you know how to build your characters, you have the right characters, like you have you don't have to have the right characters, because especially now we have so many characters in the game already that we have so many choices of what kind of teams we can run. So as long as you have good team synergy, you know what you're doing, you know how to do like the reactions, especially if it's not like the more unga-bunga types of elemental reactions, right? You know how to do your rotations, you know how to manage energy, you know how to build your characters, make them do good enough damage and still have enough energy recharge to keep your rotation going smoothly. Then yeah, even spending $0, even $0 account can have like their damage ceiling is still way higher than the amount of HP you have to get through in in the hardest combat content available in the game. So no, I don't think Genshin is pay to win, because the thing is, like, how do you win? what is quote unquote winning in Genshin? There's no competition in the game. It's single player. There's co-op, sure, but you're not really. Your co-op in the game is you're working together. I guess you win by completing the hardest content in the game. I don't know. Sure, I guess you could count that as a win. I've completed the game, right? But like the actual completion of the game that you can actually see on the screen is exploration. Is 100%ing regions and stuff, which has nothing to do with building your characters. Pay to win is competition with players in the game, so that is not a word for Genshin, really. Sorry, what? Pay to win is for competition with players. Players in game. So that is not a word for Genshin, really. Yeah. Okay, I get it. RJ, you know in HSR, the only power you have is your debit card. I guess that kind of makes sense, yeah, because there's, from what I heard from other people, that their elemental reactions aren't like, there's no, like, they're very different from Genshin's, right, where they multiply damage or they add damage. Like, it's mostly just straight up very similar to Pokemon, I guess. Like, there's elements that are weak to this, strong to this, whatever. I don't know. I don't know much about Star but sure, I guess. Man, that's a good weapon. If I want that now. If I end up getting Xianyun, I might actually want that weapon too. Jeez. That's gonna be rough, because I definitely don't have enough to get Xianyun, and let alone her weapon. Constellations though. What is this, skill? White clouds at what is that? Dawn. Okay. Okay. Sure. Let's. Wow. Wait, it's true, right? Like, if it's true that her skill gives 5 particles at 3 skill uses, and it gives the same particles at 1 skill use. Imagine that. What is that? 10 particles? If you just, if you don't care about using all 3 like skill uses, just doing it once plunge. 10 particles. That is awesome. Okay, that's C1 though. And if you have the weapon, wow, that's awesome. It's the same as Shenhe C1, I think. I think it is. It is actually, yeah. Although with in Shenhe's case, I think C1 is more than just getting more particles, because Shenhe has like the press form and the hold form. So if you want to buff both at the same time, you can do the press one and the hold one at this, like, right after one another, right, in the same rotation. So in this case, it just mainly just gives you more particles. It does extend your rotation a little bit, like your field time on her, but just a little bit. But that's still pretty cool, I think. It wastes her stacks. Shenhe? No, I mean like doing the hold and then the press, so that you get stacks for the hold one and the charge one. Do they stack? I mean, like, they don't stack, right? Because like they're different. Like, one is for skill and burst and the other one is for normal charge stacks. I don't know really. Full C6 R5 Xianyun. Man, like maybe when we win the lottery, sure. But no. Even if I win like I don't know, like 1 billion pesos at the lottery, like I'll have like essentially way more money than I'll ever need in my lifetime. I probably still won't completely wail on Genshin. I probably will be like quite a bit more of a spender. I'll be getting like C2 or C3 of certain characters and like R1 of their weapons. Mostly just so I have I'll probably get like every character and every significant constellation they have and R1 weapon. But mostly just so I actually have something else to show on the screen when I stream, other than just using the same exact characters all the time. It completely replaces the previous tap or hold the... What? It does? I had no idea it does that. It doesn't... Oh, man, that sucks. I've been doing it like that since forever. Because on my friend's account has C1. So... Ah, man, that sucks. I didn't know that. Why would they make it like that? That's so awful. That is so bad. Maybe Wales really had different mindsets for getting signature or C1 is enough for me if Constellations is game changing. Oh yeah. Wales definitely do have a different mindset. Like because like for some of them, like essentially it's the same. Like okay, for them getting like spending what $2,000 to C6 R5 a single character in Genshin is. Like that $2,000 to some of these whales is I'm trying to think of like a similar, I guess. Try to imagine, let's say you're I don't know, like not a billionaire, but let's say you're a millionaire, right? Like and every month, right? Across all your different businesses and investments, essentially you earn like I don't know, let's say $500,000 every month. Right? And that's net income. Your net income is like what? 300 grand to $500,000. So $2,000 for your hobby. You might as well just be buying a lollipop. So it really doesn't matter to them. And not only that, but you also get the satisfaction of not having these like locked symbols, right? And to some people that is like really satisfying. And other than that, you also have like doesn't this become like gold or something if you have R5? I don't remember, but like hang on. No, I can't look at it. That's not my Xingqiu, but like this becomes gold, right? If you have an R5 weapon, as far as I remember, it becomes gold. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think because the $2,000 or $3,000 to R5 C6 a character is essentially nothing to them. Like it's very little money to them. It hardly registers in the in the amount of money that some of these whales earn. And yeah, it just makes them feel good at the same time. Yeah, and on top of that, there's also the like the shop you know how like shopping makes people happy? It's also the same for some people. If you tap, buff skill and burst, while hold buffs normal charge attacks. Maybe whales. Oh, yeah, but then like I didn't know that it doesn't hold the charge for both at the same time. Like if you have C1, man, that sucks. I honestly thought that it would hold the charge for both if you have C1. $2,000, a lot of money. Is a lot, but mostly they interview some whales. They really have a high-paying job, so no surprise. Yeah. To some of them, it really is like essentially nothing to them. It's like the amount of money that they would give to like a homeless guy on the street. Right, like you drop like normal, like most people like us, like here in the Philippines, if there's like a beggar who's like actually like incessantly like following you around, I would give them like what 5-10 pesos. Like if they were a kid, I'd give them like 1 or 2. I'm really stingy. I'm so sorry. And right, like, but if they were like a grown up, then I would give them like I'd give them like 5 or 10 pesos, which is essentially what is that, 20 cents. Like 20 US cents. But there is this one old lady, like at the certain part of the city that I live in, who she doesn't ask for money. She asks for food. And in her case, I actually don't give her money. If I'm in a hurry, I'll say sorry. I'm in a hurry. So I'll just give her some money. I'll give her like 20 pesos. And I know that's not enough for a meal in the Philippines, but like, man, I'm not rich myself. I can hardly give out 20 pesos, honestly. But yeah, if I have time and I'm not in a hurry, I'll actually like go, I don't know, I'll actually go like buy bread for her. Depending on what time it is, if it's like lunchtime, I'll probably go buy her rice and a proper meal. But yeah. I don't mind that because she's not just asking for money. She's not stupid. She's not stupid like a lot of the beggars around here who essentially like from childhood were born to parents who are also beggars and taught them to just beg for money. And they probably don't even know like the value of money because they've never worked for it. They don't know the value of it. All they know is that they give this coin to someone at the store, and they get whatever they want back. That for the value of that money. But they don't know. They've never worked for it, so they don't know how valuable it is. And in fact, a lot of them they get angry if you don't give them anything. Because they don't know the value of it. They've never worked for money. Bro, beggars here have a car. I don't remember where you're from. If you're from the US, I've seen lots of videos about that, man. Like what's wrong, man? Like what is up with America? Sweden. You have beggars there? Okay. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. But in America, I've seen like videos of people who are pretending to be homeless and just begging out on the street, on the sidewalk. And then like some people have like videotaped them, right? They've taken a video of them in secrecy and follow them, and like they have a car. And they meet up with like their husband, their wife, their like whoever, their collaborators who are also like doing the same exact thing, and they just carpool. They carpool. Some of them might be a family who's doing the same thing out in like different parts of the city, and it's like, what is wrong? Is like, man, you even in the poorest countries in the world, you never see people that lazy. I was in Sweden a few weeks ago. Oh, that's pretty cool. What were you doing up there, man? They were actually waging war. When I was there. When you were there? What? How? Almost could not make it out. Oh my god. Ooh, jeez. That's rough, man. How were they doing that? Like, in what way? Beggars are built different in the West. Yeah, they have no shame. They have like some beggars here, like I said, even like they don't know the value of money because they've never worked for it before. And so that's why some of them get angry if you don't give them anything. That is what you would refer to as shameless, right? But then like I don't know, is there another word we could use? Like shameless times 10 to the power of 69, I guess, is like what you would call that in the West. with guns and stuff. Wait, how? Like so you said to the country, not to the people from the country. Like how do they do that? They're over there. Here in the Philippines, beggars are really beggars that want to survive but still don't know the value of money. Yeah, because like so a lot of them really just they were just born to like really poor parents. They never got an education, don't know how to write, don't know how to read. So it's like it's really hard. It's impossible essentially to find work if you don't know how to read and write. Right? And that goes for every country, I think. And some of them just very unfortunate, just didn't have any form of education at all. But some of them are the children of like really poor parents as well, who sort of gave up on trying to find a way to make a living and just decided to beg. And then they teach their children to beg, and their children are essentially just like they don't know that's their job. That is the only way to make money that they know of. They cannot imagine doing anything else like to make money. Like they just can't imagine it because it's not within their comprehension. It's the only way that they've been shown to make money, and they do it and it works, so they don't even try and think of finding another way to make money. So yeah, and it's mostly those beggars that I just hate the most. Like and if not them, then at least whoever taught them and who failed to and I can't fully blame them either, because like whoever educated them, like their parents, right? Because like like I can't fully blame their parents either, because like maybe they weren't educated by their parents, like to try and find a way to make a living other than just asking for money. Isn't education free till college? In the Philippines, like there is public school is completely for free. Yes. However, if you just you still have to buy the stuff you need. Paper, pencils, pens. You still have to buy that stuff, right? Like even if you just say I can't afford to buy a uniform, that's fine. Just put on whatever clothes you have to. But like the other stuff, the materials, like the stuff that you need, I mean, like some public schools might have like some government programs, or like might have some sponsors who will like sponsor some of the children who really cannot afford to buy the stuff that they need. But that's not every school. That's not every public school here does not have that. So if you I mean, like you can I guess register and like enroll, but then like what, you're like during tests and exams you can't answer because you don't have any paper. So essentially all your grades will be failing grades, and maybe you can keep asking for paper, and you can just wait until your classmates are done with the quiz and then borrow their pencil afterwards. And depending on how patient your teacher is, like sure, maybe they could repeat all the questions again for you, but what if they're not? Then essentially there you go, 0. So you will be able to learn if you really want to learn, but then like your grades will be just really, really bad. In that way, at the very least, you will at least learn something from school if you really work hard for it, even if you just cannot afford even a pencil. Yeah, anyway. So, after using the Sky Ladder, so skill, okay. Jane's attack will be okay. Attack will be increased by 20% for 15 seconds. So, okay, further increasing the plunging buff. Okay. Additionally, the effects of passive talent. Consider the Adeptus in her realm. So that's this one, which is okay. Realm will be enhanced when the Star Wicker is created. Created stacks nearby. Wait, when the Star Wicker created has adeptal stacks Nearby active shockwave. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, it's over 9,000. You were absolutely right. I think that was that Shinrin or was that Luaf that said that earlier. At C2, it's over 9,000. That's funny. All right. So okay, it's will be increased by 400%. It doesn't say 2. It says by 400%. So is that wrong? Like, did they type that incorrectly, or is that actually right? Where it goes up, it goes to 600%. All right. Wow. Okay. Can be achieved this way is 18,000 over 9,000. Each shockwave damage instance can only apply this increased damage effect to a single opponent. Oh, okay. It only works on one opponent. All right. Each character can trigger this effect once every 0.4 seconds. Okay. 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 All right. All right. C2. C2 is where it's at. What is that? The burst. Please tell me that's the burst. Yes, that is the burst. Okay. C3. For spenders who aren't like Giga Whales, you might want to get like stop at C3. What is C4 though? Using Skylar 1, 2, 3 times. One. What is this? Say with the drift cloud wave unleashing hits an opponent. It will heal all nearby party members. Okay, so it means that your skill can now heal. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Every 5 seconds though, which means like you can't just spam this and like get double healing. You have to wait 5 seconds before you do it again. Okay, that's a lot more healing. Wow. So skill, of course. Wait, is it skill? Yep, it is skill, not normal attack. Okay, after Xianyun, what is C6? Uses 1, 2, 3. Okay, the skill, the crit damage of Drift Cloud Wave. Okay, that's the plunge. The plunge in this instance of cloud will be increased by the crit damage. Okay. All right. Within 16 seconds after Xianyun has used. I cannot remember these names, man. The burst. White clouds at dawn will not enter cooldown. Oh! Oh, wait. You can just spam her skill. Wow, okay. This effect will be cancelled once she has used white clouds at dawn 8 times. Okay, so you can only use it 8 times within your burst. But, wow. So she essentially becomes a... Wait. Imagine this with Golden Troop. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. That is... Yikes. Yikes, man. Alright, imagine C6 with... Oh, wait. It's not considered skill damage, right? It's considered a plunge damage? No, it doesn't work. No. I believe it's considered plunge damage. I mean, it doesn't say, though. Does it say? Hang on, I didn't really read this correctly, properly. So enters cloud, which he will not take fall damage. Okay, uses Skylight once. This state plunging attack will be converted into Drift Cloud Wave. Okay, her plunging attack. Alright, so it is a plunging attack. Damage. Damage considered plunging attack damage. Okay, so it's not skill damage. It's a plunging attack damage. Okay. Alright, that's pretty cool. So she can be a DPS, like that just spams plunges at C6. Becomes an even better healer at C4. I'm still not quite sure about the thing, like this thing, like the shockwave thing. What is the shockwave that they were referring to? Is that the animo damage that you do after plunging? I'm still confused about that. The nearby active characters plunging attack shockwave. Damage. Plunging attack shockwave. Because it says the nearby active characters plunging attack shockwave. So it's the active characters plunging attack shockwave. So it's not her shockwave, it's their shockwave? So like what is that? What is this shockwave that they're referring to? Is it just the low plunge? Sorry, is it the low/high plunge damage? I don't quite get it. I know, right? Okay. Oh yeah, so there's something that we need to test out. Part of her kit, it was like right here. Where was it? There was something limit to 8 stacks. Okay, this thing. So does it only limit you to only be able to plunge 8 times, or is it only the AoE animo damage that only happens 8 times and you still have unlimited plunges? When other characters use it, does shockwave and plunge attack? It does shockwave and plunge. Yeah, but like what is the only 8 plunges? All right. That looks so cool. that looks so cool. Oh, this is Gaming. Wait, they gave us serpent spine? I didn't even notice that. Okay, time to test it out. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy. Alright, you are definitely limited to 8 plunges. But is it because my time ran out? When I swapped to Xianyun, her skill cooldown was like 2 seconds, which means like it was like 16 seconds already. Alright, there you go. 1, 2. Oops. Oh man. 2. Oh, God. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I still stopped at 8. Alright, so you definitely was still more than 2 seconds there, which means that wasn't because we ran out of duration. Okay. Yep. Definitely is limited to 8 plunges. And it's not just the coordinated attack. Alright, so I guess the shockwave... I don't see what they're talking about by shockwave. I guess the shockwave is like the animo damage that happens after you plunge. I guess that's the shockwave they're referring to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and no more jumping. Okay, and we still had more than 4 seconds left. So okay. Alright, I guess it looks like we're certainly limited to just 8 plunges. Your normal animations seem very much like Ningguang's. But then like the character looks like Kokomi when she's normal attacking. Look at that. Right? It looks like Kokomi, but then like the thing, the projectile looks like Ningguang's. Look at that, especially the last one. Actually, no, I think that would be wrong. I think it looks like Ningguang's charged attack. Okay, so so it seems very similar to Shenhe's and Yunjin's, where it's limited to like however many charges there are. At the very least, though, the charges, like, you start with all the charges, and it's not, like, you don't get more charges. It doesn't start with, like, 2 charges, and, like, you need to do plunge attacks to get more charges, or at least it's not something stupid like that, where you just immediately get it. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. I'm doing. I'm on Gaming.
Up to it, Manzai.
Oh my god. They just... These are level 80 enemies though. Gaming just did like a 60k there on a trial run. Not okay, I guess that's a decent build, but jeez. The 4-star. I guess that did include Bennett and then Xianyun, but wow. Alright, so it definitely... Okay, we've definitely proven that it is limited to 8 plunges. And it's not just the coordinated attack that is limited to 8 times. Alright. Let's do the other ones while we're here. Alright, hey, thanks, Othesia. I'm sorry, by the way. I didn't get, like, whether I was pronouncing it correctly. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Yeah, take care. Take care. Yeah, good luck on your wishes if you're planning to wish for anybody this stream. What was that? I just made something explode.
I see everything.
Come a little closer.
How do I... Oh, that... Wait. Is that... How do you do Hyper Bloom Lisa? I know that some people do Hyper Bloom Lisa. But, like, how do they... Is it this? Oh! So does Lisa's thing just has to fly through it?
You're in for a little shock.
Through the bloom seeds? Or does it have to explode near them? Nahida's cracked. I know. I know, and that's why I'm... Tap 3 times? Oh, okay. I should have done that. Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, man. Alright, do I need any of these? What about Farazans? I guess I need more of those. Sure. Gami's kit is like pretty straightforward though. I don't think I'm even gonna like take a look at it anyway. I guess I'm just gonna look at his passives. Bestial Ascent. Okay. Hits an opponent. 1.5% of his max HP for every 2.2 seconds for 8 seconds. What? Oh, okay. So healing. Okay. Oh, cool. Healing, self-healing. From what I remember, they on the special program, in the special program, they mentioned that he drains his HP. Like, what was it? HP cost. Oh my god. Wait, every time you use this, there's an HP cost? Below, okay. 15% max HP. You cannot go below 10%. So it's like with the what? Kuki Shinobu. No, wait, no, you can go below 10% with them. Okay. Interesting. 15% of max HP, which means you can do this up to 6 times before you get to 10% HP. But you also have this healing, which I don't know is enough. After it hits an opponent, which is once every... So you get 1.5% for 4 times, which is 6%. But then every time you use your skill is 15%. So it's definitely not enough to heal him. Skill healing. Oh, so, okay. I'm assuming this means your skill will be healing that much. Covering a fixed amount of HP. And summons his companion. Oh, okay. So apparently it's Why does it say skill though? So when you use your burst, you heal 30%. Okay. Duration. Okay. 15 to 18 second rotation. Sure. What is this? Hang on. Well, it's active. Resistance or eruption is increased. Gumming lands with charmed class rare attack. Completes a forward pounce attack. With over 50% HP, he will summon my Shy again. Ah, okay. I only have one man Shy on the field simultaneously. This effect will be cancelled once Gumming leaves the field. Okay. So if you have above 50% HP, you like his skill. Wait. He will summon Manchai again. Okay, so he'll summon the guy that when he comes back to you, you will reset your skill cooldown and allow you to do the skill and the plunge again. I got another con of him now. He's C2. I'm wondering what free character I will get. Maybe get C2 for Yao Yao. Are Yao Yao cons even like, I don't know. I don't remember Yao Yao constellations, but I don't know. I just feel like Yao Yao is like complete already. I can't think of anything else that I want from Yao Yao. All right. Well, let's just get to it then. Do that. Do this. Just spam. This is I guess for the sweaty try-hard gamers, this is like the peak of Genshin combat content. Is like you just spam all the buttons, and you just have to know which buttons you spam. Oh wait, from what I remember, doesn't Lynette's burst heal you? Wait, where's the sound? Oh, wait, excuse me. My speakers.
Ow!
Oh, there. Okay. I was wondering, hey, there's no sound anymore.
Not now. Stars, shine for me. Over here.
Oh, I guess I haven't mentioned this yet. But, so, since New Year, I've actually been using, my really old set of speakers. Skill heals if you hit. Oh yeah, that's what I got from that, yeah. I would imagine that between Yao Yao and Gaming, like if you ever see yourself using Gaming, because he's a DPS, I think he will benefit a lot more from constellations than a support like Yao Yao. But then again, like I could be wrong. There are some supports like Farazan here, for example, who get so much more value by getting to C6.
Nice and spicy. Leave it all to me. Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift.
I forgot how to use Haizo. I guess I have to do this. I have to spam normal attacks first before I do this. There you go.
Has a good night shield. Steady as stone. Gears of the storm. Too late for regret.
For Lynette and Gaming Ultimate. Ah, I see. Ah, there we go. Daily server reset. I don't know. I really thought that going through her kit would convince me even more than I'm already convinced about getting Xianyun, but like for some reason, hey, what's up? Too late for regret. Gears of the Storm. Well, what's that about, Sword? Okay, gotta go for 20 minutes. Bye. All right. Hey, yeah. Take care, Othesia. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. 20 minutes. I think I'm not sure if I'll still be on by then. I still gotta cook rice before my wife gets home. She'll be home in a few minutes, really. Okay, just gonna reset my expeditions. Oops. My speakers again. Okay. Oh man. All right. So, as I was saying, since the new year, I've been using my really old set of speakers. They're actually like truly, these set of speakers are from 2004. So it's old enough to get a job now. And it's nothing special. It's just like a basic a set of speakers for a basic computer. Oops. I just came to sub and like, oh, thank you, Sword. Appreciate it, man. Have you updated your game yet? What do you think? What do you think about Xianyun and Gaming?
Solidify.
We're way behind. Access denied.
Man, I like the Ganyu skin. It's looks good, man. I like it. I like it. You know, I think I don't know. I get the feeling that so Zhen Yun's buff isn't all as that's cracked up to be, that as people say, because it feels very similar to Shenhe, right? It is a very big buff, but it's also limited to a certain number of hits, which makes it doesn't make it weak or anything. It's still really good, but I guess it balances it out. It makes it takes it from being way too OP to just good. Pretty good. Gaming reminds me of an event that happens in my country once a year. I mean, like, he is, you know, I'm assuming he is a Liyue character. I'm assuming, like, with his, like, the dragon thing. Oh, boy. I did not mean to do that. The dragon dance thing that he does is, very, very Chinese.
Stabilize.
So if you're Chinese or, like, you know, in any country that does, like,
Foreign of ice and
any Chinese traditional stuff, then that might be why. Man, I'm really liking this Ganyu skin. Like, I guess maybe it's because, like, the legs are, like, showing you she's not wearing stockings anymore. And, like, I can, especially in the dark,
Thank
you
you
can
for
see them a lot more
completing today's
clearly because they're a lighter color.
Time itself is a science.
Oh man, okay. I'm trying to think. What should I don't know, man. Should I go for Xianyun? I'm not sure. Because I think the only reason why I would want Xianyun at this point is that so I could use Diluc again. That would be like the only reason why I would want Xianyun. Because I don't think I will be using Xianyun with anybody else unless if I get super bored. But then the team-wide Animo AoE healing, I already have Jian for that. Ah, man, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. Between C2 Nahida and Xianyun plus the weapon. Ah, that's rough. I can't decide. Should I? I really don't know. Man. I'm letting go of Nahida for this one. Darn it. Gonna have to wait for a Nahida rerun just for this. Wait. Wait. Whoa. Oh, wait. Is this because I spent money? Like, I didn't actually spend money. I just had, I just had some Genesis crystals from the Wilkin. But is it because of that? 2, 3.
My name's Dee.
Oh my. Well,
So,
she's looking a
what you
lot
got for me?
redder
A mission,
from.
a fight, armed escort, whatever it is, you know where to find me.
Wait, getting 5 stars. Did they always do that? Did they always say like dialogue? Is this first temple? No, this is the second one. I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. So that was 14. That was 14. 14 pity, huh? Not bad. Not bad at all. 14 plus 6. So that was 20 pity. Not bad. All right, so now we are 6 pity into this. All right, we're on guaranteed though. Not bad. Stringless, sure. That'll be really useful. You know what? I consider that a win. Even though I lost 50-50. At least now I'm guaranteed. What is this? Is this our second temple? So what was that? We were at 6 pity and then 2 temples. No, that wasn't 2 temples. I don't remember anymore. Not even Gaming. I haven't gotten a Gaming yet. Have I? No, I haven't. Oh my god. Wow. No Gaming, huh? What is this? They keep giving me Noels. Well, I guess 1 copy's okay. Alright, whatever. 2, sure. Well, there she is, hard pity. Alright, whatever.
If you lie on grass.
Ah, man, I can't get her weapon. Cannot get her weapon. Well, we got a Dia though. That was my first Dia. Still can't use Farazan. D2 receives healing with this instance healing overflows. Wait, what? When Gaming receives healing and this instance of healing overflows, his attack will be increased by 20% for 5 seconds. Oh, that's cool. That's a pretty decent C2 for a DPS. Even though it's for a 4-star. For how long? 5 seconds. Okay, so it has to be continuous healing. And Char meets back up with gaming. It will heal 15%. Oh, that's good. That's actually good. Like it makes it so that he can now just run without a healer. I mean, like, and unless if you're taking a lot of damage, right? Like, but if you have a shielder or if you just not taking a lot of damage, and I think that means that essentially, yeah, you make it so that you can now just do like work without a healer. I forgot to take a look at his. I guess that's skill. Plunging attack hits an opponent. Restore 2 energy. Affect him to trigger once every 2 seconds. 0.2 seconds. All right, sure, that's pretty good. Plunging attack, charge, crit rate. Oh my god! What? 9 million Mora. You might have to get your eyes checked, man. You might want to go get your eyes checked. That's you're a little off. You're a little off there. A little. I mean, it's one number off. He was off by one number. I got 50k. Oh my god. Well, it sort of just happens as your account gets older, because you start to get a lot of the characters that you actually wanted, and like you're finished raising them and leveling up their weapon. Especially once you get to AR 60, all the what was it, like AR XP that you're supposed to get, instead you get Mora for it. So yeah, like as your account gets older, because you're not raising your characters anymore, you're not raising weapons anymore, it just happens, right? Like you're just not using up your Mora that much anymore, especially once you get to AR 60, because like I said, your AR XP, instead you just get any AR XP you were supposed to get, because you're maxed already at AR 60. It just turns into Mora. There she is, Bird Lady. I got her. Not gonna lie, kinda disappointed. I really didn't expect to be able to get the weapon. I really did not expect to be able to get the weapon, but I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow. Because tomorrow the shop resets. Where is it? Shop resets tomorrow. So I'll just do a 10 pull then. When Lantern Rite's coming. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. We still have a bunch of events and Lantern Rite. Okay. As long as I don't get unlucky, I guess I still have a chance to get the weapon. All right, sure. Not bad at all. RJ is treasure hoarder. and now people can actually see what I look like. what RJ the treasure hoarder looks like, thanks to you, Shinran. I saw it. It looks awesome. It looks so adorable. I love it. Thank you so much, man. All right, just switching accounts. Just gonna do dailies and reset expeditions over there. Reset expectations. It's like 103 pulls this update. Oh yeah, they're giving 3 pulls, right? Isn't it supposed to be 100 pulls, and then like they're giving out 3 pulls for 3 years of loyalty, according to them. So instead of 100, it's 103. Ah man, honestly, I'm not too disappointed in only getting 3 pulls. I think the players are just a little bit are just disappointed because I think they expect too much. I mean, they've been playing the game for like 3 years at this point. And if they don't know how like the levels of Hoyo's generosity, of Genshin's generosity already, then like I don't know what to tell them, really. I don't know what to tell them. They've been playing this game for 3 years now, and if they don't know what to expect from somebody that they've known for 3 years, like imagine you have a girlfriend of 3 years and you still don't know them, like you don't know what to expect from them. Like, I mean, what have you been doing? Hey, what's up, Happy? Where's mommy? Oh God. Ugh. Yikes. I got her just now on the main account. I'm kind of disappointed. Well, you know what? I'm happy, but at the same time I'm disappointed. I didn't get like insanely lucky. So I only got 1 copy of her, which is fine. I don't mind only getting C0 of her. But I kind of do really want the weapon too. The weapon's really good. Oh dear. Don't want to use this team.
Solidify.
The only event that's good is Lantern, right? Well, it is the event that gives the most primos, right? Primos / wishes overall. My pings is 220, but it doesn't feel like 220. It feels more like 260 or 280. Homeward Path? What's that? Oh, Homeward Path is the thing where we get the 10 pulls, right? Like the login stuff, the login thing. Yep, that is definitely not 220 MS.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
The delay in character switching is like it feels very much like 280 MS. Can I get 1 copy? That would be well. I mean, I don't remember what pity your account is on, Happy, but maybe. I mean, if you want a copy of her, sure. But honestly, she feels like a Shenhe, but then like at the same time she's not just a buffer. She's a healer. And she also she buffs plunge attacks, right? And imagine if Shenhe buffs cryo, right? Imagine if Shenhe was also like Shenhe / Chongyun, right? If Shenhe's skill made melee characters cryo, if they infused melee characters with cryo, that would be what Shenhe is. Or sorry, that would be what Xianyun is. Yeah, because Xianyun buffs plunge attacks, but she also enables characters that can't plunge attack to plunge attack. and be able to utilize the buff that
Thank you
she's
for
providing. When you're inactive? Oh, oh, that thing. That's okay. Okay. You know, I used to consistently get that on my Asia account because I hardly ever logged into it. I would just like log in once every like few months, and then I would, when I get the homeward path thing, I would log in like consistently until I get most of the bonuses, most of the free stuff there. Okay, on this account, I am definitely sure that I want Nahida copies. I don't really have a character on this account. Oh, okay. I'm not. Oh no. I did have some pity built up. I did have some pity built up on this account because I wanted to get C6 Chevreuse, and oh man, cabbage. My cabbages. In case you don't know, that's a Avatar: The Last Airbender reference right there, by the way. I did have some pity built up because I wanted to get C6 Kuja and Chevreuse, and I was like C4 or C5 when I got my C3 Raiden Shogun. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's 6. We're at 6 pity now. Let me check my history. Seven, 50, 70. Oh my god. Wait, I wish that much? 15. So 14, let's say 15, 75. Okay, 75, 76. So that was 80. Yeah, exactly 80. Okay, that's getting real close to hard pity there. But we won 50-50. So that's a win. That's a W, right? Thou hast been blessed by thine luck. So okay, that was 80-ish. But we won 50-50, so that was good. All right. Not bad, not bad. Honestly, I think Nahida, even C0 Nahida, is like a lot more value for any account compared to Xianyun and a weapon. Xianyun and a weapon is more like if you just really like plunge attack characters, or if you just want to experience that gameplay. So that was what was that? 16, 26. Can I get some Gaming copies, please? Man, they really don't, they really don't make it easy, don't they? 36. Was that 46 already? I lost count. Man, they really don't make it easy. Why does the weed god? Man, where are all the Gaming copies, man? Okay, I think this is like 70, 80. That's I don't think I'm gonna win this 50-50, man. If I do, that would be awesome. That would be so awesome. But that's not typically my luck. I'm not typically not that lucky. Except this time, I guess. Wow. Goddess of Weedom. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. I'm happy. And we got plenty to spare. How many is that? 40 plus 31. Okay. 70. All right. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Alright, we are definitely good for now. Get those Farzan. Wow, C6 Farzan, huh? Yeah, I'll definitely, maybe, kind of, somewhat use that someday, sure. And what does this do? I forgot. When the burst is unleashed, elemental types of party are being tabulated. The count will add one number. Pyro. Oh, that's cool. It gives like one extra of the stacks to the bonuses. That's cool. That's cool. And C2, man, this is really where it's at. C2, C2 is where it's at, man. Ah, oh, man, that is kinda juicy. Not gonna lie. All right, this account is like, well, I would, you know, at some point I'm gonna try and go for C3, but not this time. I would prefer to just keep those primos for now. I'd prefer to just keep those primos for now, and then yep. All right, let's switch. Third account this time, and you're too lucky. I mean, you know, tell that to my main account. Tell that to my main account, man. Have you finished Sinner's Finale? What's that, Sword? The only Sinner I know in Genshin is like the Carry Bear Archon quest. Like, I know it wasn't an Archon quest; it was a Traveler quest.
Add Astro.
I feel like collected all Infinity Stones when I got C2 and Signature Weapon. You know what? You know what? I think I agree with that assumption. Yeah. Getting C2 with the Signature Weapon certainly makes you feel like you've gotten all Infinity Stones. That is funny.
Adventure time.
Is her weapon good, by the way? Like, what is her weapon all about? I don't remember this. I remember a lot of EM. That's all I remember. Party members other than equipping character will provide the equipping character with buffs based on their elemental type. Same as the okay, but it's the same elemental type increase of the same, right? If they're not, elemental types are the same. Elemental mastery by 32. Okay, if not, damage bonus. Okay, I mentioned after 3 stacks. All. Is this 32 each? Is that each? All nearby party members other than equipping character will have their elemental mastery increased by 40. I just came to sub, by the way. Oh, alright. Hey, I appreciate it, Sword. Thank you, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Take care. I want Nahida C6 because Try Karmic Oblivion sounds cool for a move name. Yeah, bye, Sword. Take care, man. You know, I remember Moga did this video once where he did Abyss, but every ability that he used, he had to say the name of. The skill and the burst. No normal attacks, though, but the skill and the burst. He had to say the name every time. And he was using Xiao, and it was like... You know how you can use Xiao's skill multiple times? He had to say, and the name of his skill is pretty long, too. So he had to do that multiple times. Alright, I'm on the third account right now. I honestly don't expect to get Xianyun here. Because I don't think... Oh, wait. I am on guaranteed. No, I do expect to get her here. I don't really... Oh, okay, well, yeah, there you go. It was right there. Alright, so that's definitely... Alright, how much pity we got left? Moga God mode. I don't watch his God mode videos anymore. Really.
What? A cursory change in one's appearance and you barely recognize me. Then let one dispel any doubt. One is in all things unconstrained and unabashed, free to live as one pleases, go where one desires, and journey with whomsoever one wishes. Nevertheless, in light of one's considerable renown, please call me Xianyun in public.
I know, right? I was very surprised by it. Like earlier on the main account when I lost 50-50, I got Dia. And I was like, wait, she's talking? Wait, she's talking. There's dialogue now when you get a character? They never said anything about that, by the way, but that's pretty cool. I mean, like, you know, it's something. It's not like adding to the gameplay, but like I don't know. I think it to the casual players who are more like just they play the game because they just like the characters. I think that's a big thing for them. A really big thing for them. If you got new characters, they talk. Is it only new characters? I guess no, not Constellation, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2. We're at 2 pity. Now, the question is... It's not a question anymore. I'm going for it. Diluc on this account is not built. I mean, like, he is built, but like, okay. Just a very mediocre build. Plus the sacrificial weapons, pretty good too. That's a lot of sac weapons. Alright, well, it looks like we were not anywhere close to pity at... Oh boy. Okay, well, that's a lot of sac weapons. Alright, I'm sure this is the one. Nope, that's still not it. Alright, this is the one. Okay, let's see, let's see. That was a lot of wishes. I think this is hard-ish pity. Oh man, it's really giving us a bit of tension. It's like, is it the last one? Oh, it's Nahida's weapon. Okay, that's not bad. You know what? That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Double? No, I doubt it. That was like 10, I think. I think? Is that new? Yeah, it is. I don't have Nahida's weapon. You know, I don't mind, really. Honestly, I don't mind. And that's the reason why I didn't mind wishing on this weapon banner, because the weapons are good. Well, I didn't pre-farm for it, so can't really use it yet. But yeah, you know what? It's, you know, that's good. I didn't get the weapon I wanted though. So my Xianyun will be, at least for the foreseeable future, mediocre. Alright, there she is, Bird Lady in all her glory. Honestly, I'm not sure what weapon I should put on her. I'm gonna have to do a bit of research on her. Try out different Diona. Where'd I get a Diona from? Weapon banner? You know what? Let's put her in a team.
Where did that come from?
Just see her in the world, in the open world.
One is fast on one's...
Not bad. Oathsworn Eye. Wait, which one? Oh, wait. Okay. No, I was sorry. For some reason, I was thinking Eye of Perception. Yeah. Okay, I do have Oathsworn Eye. I hope. I think. One of these is probably for Oathsworn Eye. I hope. Yikes, I don't think I have it on this account. I think that weapon's too old. Oh wait, I do! I do! Haha! Alright, not bad, not bad. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. That is, you know what? We should be in leeway. We should be in leeway. Yeah, I remember Oathsworn Eye because the effect, the passive is so simple. It's kind of hard not to remember it. Honestly, it's kind of weird. Like, we're here walking around as an Adeptus, right? Bird Lady, as people call it. Hey, Happy, do you want, do you wanna, yeah. Do you wanna go for, Xianyun? KFC Queen. Not bad. She looks good. She looks good. I'm honestly kind of excited to use her. My Diluc here isn't the best Diluc out there ever. And, like, he's, kind of built. By the way, if you're wondering why that's, you know, why those are teal, they're not blue, they're not green, they're teal, I believe, at least, you know, from what I could see, because this account loses 50-50 a lot, so yeah, that's, you know, that's why. And when I say this account loses 50-50 a lot, it loses 50-50 a lot. I'm like look at that. And this is an F2P account. It loses 50-50 a lot. Like, I didn't wish for a lot of 5 stars on this account, and that's why, like, I have a lot of constellations on those, but man. Did they add +3 on constellations? Actually, it says when you click on it. Wait, what? Really? Where? When you click on the talents? Where? This thing? Oh, wait. I didn't notice that before. Has that always been there? I think I'm lucky, I guess, because my standard 5 stars had either C1 or C2. I mean, like, that just means you win a lot of your 50-50s, man. That's this. That I didn't see that before. Or yeah, I guess that is new. Okay, maybe on a character. That is cool. All right. They've added a lot of, like, little updates here and there, and I appreciate that, because Genshin is a games as a service, right? It's not like you have to buy the game to play it, right? They don't earn any money for you playing their game. So a lot of the spenders keep the game alive. A lot of the whales, a lot of the dolphins and spenders. So yeah, I certainly hope they keep it up. They keep adding quality of life updates and optimizations, hopefully, as they keep making the game bigger by adding new regions, quests, etc. I certainly hope they optimize a lot more, because I don't know if anybody has noticed it, but almost every update, like on day 1 or 2, the game feels a bit laggy, a little bit, and then it sort of slowly gets better and better as time goes on, assuming they patch out, like, little optimizations that they missed on day 1. Yeah. Anyway, I have work in 45 minutes, guys, so I really gotta go cook rice. Otherwise, my wife, yeah, it's there's gonna be issues if I haven't cooked. Anyway, That's been it, guys. If you guys need help making a decision which banners to pull for, need help building your accounts, characters, yeah, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. Well, I didn't pin it today because I forgot, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, guys. See you all next time.